Let's head on down to the dockside bar. You take a shuttle down to the main concourse and quickly find the likely-looking establishment. You enter the bar, leaving the noisome propaganda broadcast of the throughway behind. Off-duty labourers drink away their ration credits dutifully at benches set beneath dictated insignia. In one corner, a cadre of finely dressed officer bureaucrats calls for another round. Even here, a larger-than-life hollow of the Lion of Syndra looks down on you as you decide what to do. A man with a Partha tattoo is staring at you from across the bar with a desperate gleam in his eyes. A military officer wearing the insignia of a commander sits alone at a private table, frowning at a datapad displaying hull specs. Drink untouched. Make eye contact with the Partha and walk out into the back alley. Ooh. What's the main difference between the Persean League and the Diktat? Okay, main difference as far as I'm aware. Now, I'm not super up on all of the lore, so if I'm wrong about this, chat, correct me. But if you're talking about lore reasons, the Syndran Diktat is basically a military, a very military focused. How should I put it? If the hegemony were a militarized government, the Syndran Diktat would be a military dictatorship, and the Persean League would be the traders trying to profit off the wars that are breaking out between them. Correct me if that's a poor interpretation of the law. Good morning, Ridiculous Spanner. Went to sleep a few hours ago. Wake up and you're still going. Indeed I am. Indeed I am. Now let's go and talk with this Partha. After a minute or two of waiting in the alley, the door opens and the Partha walks out. I know who you are, he says. I need your help. If they find out what I've done, well, let's just say that my future with the Path is likely to be a short one. So how about this? You arrange a new identity for me, and I tell you where the base supplying the Partha cells at this colony is located. You estimate that doing as he asks will run you about 10,000 credits. No, I don't really need to know where the Partha area is. The Persian League is just a group of otherwise unaffiliated polities that have united under the principle of screw the hegemony. I guess, yeah. Oh, the commander. Please sit, Captain, I presume. He nods confidently at your assent. Perfect. Order something. Let's talk. He slides the datapad towards you. We have a surplus of Griffin-class missile cruiser in... Oh, a surplus Griffin-class missile cruiser in the dock. Perfectly good shape. Honourable service record. It would be a damned shame to simply scrap it. He meets your eyes with a steady gaze, officer to officer. I could make it yours for 55,000 credits. Wow. I mean, it's not an officer, which I was kind of hoping it would be. But that's certainly not a bad ship. No D-mods. The Griffin is a dedicated missile cruiser designed to provide a highly mobile platform for heavy fire support. It is not a frontline cruiser, and so operates best when provided with escorts. Replenishes missile ammunition when used. Generates flux when used. It's got a missile auto forge. One large missile, one medium ballistic, 2 medium missiles, 3 small missiles, and 4 small ballistics. Armaments none. Hull mods expanded missile racks. Just wow. Yeah, I think we're going to go for it. Okay. Then the mission is a go, he says with a nod. We've increased our relationship with the Syndran Diktat a little bit. And potential contact. Alan Fernandez, military. Importance medium. Okay. Well, let's leave the bar and head out to our ships then, I guess. Oh, wow. We've got a load of ships to name. This thing is gorgeous. Alright, so my thinking is we are going to go ahead with replacing the Cerberus and the one of our hounds. So the Marjar, for example. Don't we have another hound? And yeah, the Edsk. Let's switch those over. Let's do the Cerberus first. This will be the Marjar. Marjar 2. And the hound is the Edsk. We're going to strip you down. And the hound as well. Strip that out. We're actually losing something with 4 different issues there. That's going to be a pretty big one for us. The hound first then. I could just give it a standard loadout. Don't allow it to buy. Heavy mod. A heavy mauler, really? No. Don't do that. We're not going to upgrade them right now. I think that's fine for now. Oh, did I not do it? Well, there we go. It looks like garbage, though. Like, I wonder why it's so messed up. Auxiliary thrusters, no. We're going to have efficiency overhaul. So it's going to drop the crew and the maintenance costs, etc., etc. And the fuel consumption. Recovery rate is up. And I guess what we'll go with is expanded cargo holds on this one. So from 75 to... Oh, actually, let me drop this. $75 up to 105. There we go. That's a pretty solid little hound there, I think. Yeah, it looks like garbage because it's 0 combat effectiveness. Yeah, I kind of figured that might be the case. And the Marjar. Standard fit is pretty simple there. Light machine gun, Vulcan cannon, railgun. Heavy mauler, railgun, 2 Vulcan cannons at once, but that's fine. So we've got a heavy mauler, an advanced weapon system designed to punch through armor plating at long range. We will add in efficiency overhaul, drop this. Expanded cargo holds as well. There we are. Top speed isn't amazing, but it's fine, generally speaking, I would say. So those are 2 very nicely updated ships. We'll sell the other 2. In fact, I'll go and do that right now. Right, these should no longer be mothballed. You can go for 847 credits. And the Marjar there for 1,527 credits. Perfect. I'm going to unmothball this, and we're going to need to drastically improve them, I think. Take care, Avocado Witchnits. Ta-ta for now, Aavak and chat. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you. Welcome back, Pagan Samurai. I hope your headaches are feeling a little bit better, mate. It's a bit better, but not much. Well, I'm glad it's at least a little bit better, but... Elite... Could I buy ordnance? Sure, we'll go with that. Ground support, compromised storage. I mean, it's kind of frustrating, but... let's add in the efficiency overhauls. Oh, we need to drop 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Efficiency overhauls, then we can also add in... Oh, because this is going to add a lot. I'm going to need a lot more points. But cargo holds is what we're going to get. This is really not going to be pulled into a fight with us too often. At least I would certainly hope not. But cargo is slightly bigger now. Maintenance is down a little bit. Still really wrecked on the crew though, but it's okay. Main thing though is to have the ground support package. And last but most certainly not least, this. Now, expanding missile racks, this is already built in, increases the ammo capacity of the missile weapons by 100%. Cyclone Reaper launcher that I can purchase here on the black market is kind of terrifying. Range 1,200, damage 4,000 times 2, limited ammo 20. I don't think that is going to be a problem. How much to buy the D-mod off the Valkyrie? 28k. I mean, I could. Okay, we'll get rid of that. There we go. Actually, I'm going to remove the expanded cargo hold. I don't think we really need that on this anymore. Instead, I could go for expanded berth. It can now carry 325 crew. But yeah, let's have a look at this. I really feel that although this is 6,000 credits, having the ability to just dump, and the thing is, we're on this thing, we're gonna have twice as much ammo as well. So 40 Reaper torpedoes. It's kind of disgusting. Medium missiles. I mean, the Pelham would not be bad, actually. The medium ballistic, though. What would I want there? Assault cannon, maybe? Flak cannon for point defense. I could have salamanders. I could have just more Reaper torpedoes. Even more. Or harpoon What I would really love, truly, madly, deeply. The Swarmer SLM, a short-range guided missile launcher. The missiles are designed to intercept and destroy enemy fighters. I mean, it might be nice to have, but if this had sabers, yeah, don't try to make a multi-role shell. Everything should be of some use in getting that torpedo launcher into position to fire. Yeah. Yeah, Salamander rockets will allow it to try and get close. If I had another, which I think I might do somewhere. My other ships was given a Salamander just because. Yeah, you don't need that. I'll give you a Swarmer instead. So at this point, it's got 3 Salamanders that it can launch. Now, these aren't benefiting from the expanded magazines. I don't have the medium Salamanders, sadly. All I can really put here would be the Pelums, which I'm totally okay with. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Pelums did get a buff this patch. So, 2-stage missile used for long-range support by backline combat ships. The second stage has a higher top speed, giving it a better chance of defeating point defense systems. Range is 4,000, damage is 500 times 3. Second stage hits on shields have a chance to arc through to the weapons and engines, dealing 500 EMP damage. The chance to pierce the shields is based on the target's hard flux level. I just finished your Captain of Industry series. Great work. I look forward to more with the beta update. I'm really looking forward to it as well, yeah. Really can't wait on that one. Right, small ballistic. Honestly, like, maybe. I'm looking more for AA here than anything else. I could put in light autocannons all the way around this. Then this could be a flak cannon. Either that or an arbalest autocannon, but I think a flak cannon would be alright. Or a heavy needler. A dual mount of the light needler with a heavier base. This advanced weapon system is capable of quickly overwhelming shield projectors. Advanced weapon system that fires shrapnel-filled shells equipped with a proximity fuse for maximum effect against fighters and missiles. Shorter range, the Needler would be against other ships. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Vulcans for point defense, frankly. Do they actually have any Vulcans here? No, they don't. An integrated point defense module. Sadly, we don't have that. I will get an integrated targeting core though, because it'll increase the range on my ballistics. Efficient overhaul. At this point, it requires 4 less maintenance per month to operate. Skeleton crew is dropped a lot, which is really nice. I only put missiles and point defense on it. If you put other weapons on it, it will engage at closer range. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Which is why I was sort of thinking about the flat cannon, simply because it's got a it's a point defense weapon, but I don't know if it'll always use it as a point defense weapon, if that makes sense. Does it understand that if I put this on there, what I wanted to do is just be point defense? Or will it try to get close enough to use it, is the issue. It shouldn't have much trouble with range. It can engage at stupid ranges, but... yeah, maybe an unstable injector wouldn't be a terrible idea. Though it does reduce weapon range by 15% and increases the fighter replacement time. I mean, the fighter replacement time is an issue, but 15% drop in range is kind of a problem. Top speed is 60 at the moment, so this would add 15 to it. Do I really want to drop... yeah, I don't think 15 on that. The flat cannon will always just be used as a point defense weapon, so it won't try to get too close. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the 15 speed there is really worth it for me. Alright, time to start pumping the flux capability of this ship. The shield arc is not amazing, but it's good enough, I guess. Increase the turn rate of all turrets. Might not be a bad one. Could give it auxiliary thrusters. That won't really help it too much, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pump the rest into vents. Okay. I reckon this is about as good as we're going to make it. Let's actually have a look at how this one plays out. The salamander should be done here. The light autocannon should all be on that. Same as the flat cannon, I would say. Confirm. Right, let's run a simulation. This is a chunky cruiser. I'm going to send her in with the hammerhead, the wolf, the drone tender, and sure, I'll pop in the carrier as well. So that's 48 deployment points. We need something equally chunky on the opposing side. But I don't want anything that's oh, of course it doesn't really want to jump in, does it? 48, let's just do that. Deploy. And then add in some extras. Now, I don't want to send in a single thing that is too high, but we could go with the assault cruiser. Light close support cruiser. Sure, we'll go with the assault cruiser. That's about the same-ish. Let's go with 2 wolves. Go with a lash as well. That gives us something interesting to look at. What's the pallet? I just want to see what you can do. Okay, they're already launching. You go for that. You go for that. I want you to try and take them out along with that, and I would like you to engage here. Sails away. Okay. That was... I'm surprised you used that already, but... Are you already going to be overloaded? Nothing else is supporting it. I should have really considered that. I've got everything else spread out way too much. That's just gunning down for it, but nothing else is here helping out. I mean, okay, that's removed, that's great, but we're about to lose a rather expensive ship. overloaded and gonna pop. Okay, we'll start the simulation again. And this time I'll give some better commands. You, and these two. Actually, no. There we are. 45. Realistically, I hope that would stay back a little bit, but oh well. Give it an escort, medium escort, and the enemy fleet. We'll give it something similar. What was it? And then we want 110, so there. Deploy. You need autopilot. I always forget that. Okay. How about you also defend? You can go for the same stuff, but I just want to see how this plays out. Yeah, it definitely needed an escort. It was silly of me not to have given him one. You mostly need to not get in the middle of a big fight, really. Missiles right now, down there right now would have been great, but sadly. Okay, missiles away. Not really doing too much in the way of damage this time, but and you're getting quite harassed, to be honest. Oh dear. That's me! No! I am dead! Scallywags! It's fine. There's no point defense gun to range with. The AI will assume the default range is 0 and try to hug enemies. Yeah. Also, for the next session, I'd like to suggest adding a certain small mod, leading pip. It just adds a pip where you're targeting an enemy ship that tells you where you got to aim in order to hit it. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Nice hit there. Right now, they don't have enough of an engagement order to actually do anything. So let's say engage against that for now. Try and give it enough to worry about if we can. Driftwind plus unguided torpedoes is not so good combo. Hurricane Move would let it pop off powerful missiles when and where they're needed to capitalize. Yeah, well, that would definitely be useful. Didn't really have too much of a choice though in terms of the large missile options there. Come on. One away, two away, both missed. Yeah, we've equipped it about as well as we can afford to right now. We just don't have the money to do much else. Oh, so close. Those things are gorgeous when they can hit, but sadly. You're not being very aggressive at all, are you? Okay, get in there and deal with it. And you. I know I'm taking away its escort, but we'll see how it goes. The moment the escort is away, everything is like, charge! I kind of admire that, though, to be honest. That kind of was hilarious, and I can't tell if it was intentional or not. Or if just having these around was just keeping the AI at bay the whole time. It might well have been. It was just enough threat that they kept away. These gonna actually do anything? Be surprised. Yeah, they hit the shield there, sadly. That one hit, though. Is there a way to speed up? I don't think there is. Ooh. Second one always just miss. Always just misses. If it can manage to take care of the wolf over here, then that's going to free them up a lot. Why do you always shoot at something other than the thing that's close by for you to attack? It's a little bit frustrating, actually. Bit of friendly fire, unfortunately. Danger of malfunctions due to low combat readiness. Most of the ships are doing okay, but yeah, these are suffering. Oh wow, did you just get clipped by a Reaper? Ooh, that was bad luck. I think it may have actually just suffered a combat issue right at that moment. That's the first time I've seen both Reapers actually hit. Missiles, it shouldn't be going after that ship because I have it highlighted. This is autopiloted. It's selecting its own pilots. Own targets, as far as I'm aware. Okay, well that really did not go well. Once again, and it took a long time to get there too. Is there a better thing that we can do with this? I don't know. When there is no target, missiles will lock onto whatever's closest to the cursor. It needs more Daka Daka. It's very easy to say, but I don't have much Daka Daka to put onto it, sadly. Light dual autocannon, if they've got a bunch of those, which they don't, sadly. Yeah, Sabo missiles would be amazing, I think, if we can find them. But right now, I guess we're just going to have to roll with this and hope it'll work. Let's repair it. It's going to take 85 supplies to do, but okay. Pop. Did they change missiles? I didn't see a quantity, just reload time. The Pelum and the Salamanders don't. They automatically get restored. Yeah, I would say that the Pelum shouldn't be a centerpiece. Quite true. Oh, You know what? We can try one more thing if you'd like. Do a simulation here. I'll bring my main ship in, bring a couple of the others, and we'll actually do a proper big battle. 69 deployment points. Now let's bring in the enemy. Now what would be a decent setup for this? We'll grab one of these. Grab both of those. That. That's about the same amount, I think. So yeah. Assault destroyers. Okay, that's a little bit much. Okay, deploy. Transfer command to my ship. I want you to have a medium escort. Everything else will just do what we can. Which one am I controlling? Oh, there we are. I had to fly over there, of course. Right. I would like this engaged. This engaged. Let's try and get rid of them. This. I'll spread things out a little bit. I myself am going to go for this one. So let's get down there as fast as we can. Launch my fighters. Get them out there as quickly as I can. It's the main thing that I need to do. Fighters are heading in. As they're engaging as best they're able. Actually, I'm going to switch targets. Let's try and get in there and help out a little bit. Ooh, okay, badness and sadness. I am not good at maneuvering. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, retargeting. Okay, we've already lost a big ship, which is kind of a massive pain in the backside, if I'm honest. See how this goes. Fighters are heading out. Don't crash into me, please. Shields up. Let me pass. Ah, damn it. I was blocked in by a bloody drone tender. Okay, well, I'm dead. I'm playing too aggressively with ships that really should be at the back line. And I should allow other ships in the front. Yeah. There's no point in us watching that to its conclusion. It is going to go poorly. Let's see. Yeah, an APL Sunder has an insane amount of burst damage. Sunder can dish out so much flux damage. The Venture might tank and engage, giving the Griffin the distraction it needs. What if I set the Griffin to escort the Venture? That's definitely something we can do. Okay. Let me actually exit the simulation and start it in the right ship. So we're bringing in the Griffin, the Venture, the Hammerhead, the Wolf, and these as well. Deploy. You should guard that one, as should you. Guard me, you guard me, you guard me. As for the opponents, let's see. Close support destroyer, balanced cruiser, balanced destroyer. I want to make sure that they've got a decent amount of attacks, rather than just making it all support. Close support destroyer, and do they have a buffalo or something? Close support frigate, I guess, and a standard frigate. Sure, we'll deploy those. Oh, we've got a lot of things zooming in from the sides. Okay, I'm going to draw back a bit. Nope. Right, engage. Let's try and get around this. Actually, let's get my fighters down here if I can. Thank you. Oh, thank goodness I ran out of power just in time for me to not get blatted. The issue right now is I can't easily see what's fighting what. If you could go for this, that would be great. Hello, Meat Mopper. Hey, Frodato. Could take control of the hammerhead, but I really don't want to. This is the problem. Is I actually want to try and enjoy fighting with a carrier. I should have had my shield up there. Do not crash into me. Do not. Those missiles out there. That's right. Start doing some damage. I need this ship to be so much faster. This is kind of not a fun ship just because of how slow it is. Why am I launching these missiles? They have no range on them. That's going down. What's happening over here? Actually, some interesting stuff. Why do you keep bumping into me? Is there not enough room? Okay, one is down. Very good. Fighters, well done. New target. You're now my new target, because you are getting way too close, my friend. Apply some pressure. Some more missiles. Out they go. Yeah. Nice. Missiles away. Apply some pain. Perfect. Perfectly executed. Absolutely glorious. Right. Next target is going to be you. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Right, regroup. I want the full wing. No, thank you. I appreciate the delivery, but no. What I don't want is what's coming my way right now. Oh, dudes, it's so bad. Ah, crap. I have got no maneuverability with this. You know what? I think what I need to do is add in some maneuvering thrusters, because that's honestly the biggest problem I have, is I can't turn fast enough to move. I can only really make any progress if I'm going forward, And I cannot change direction nearly fast enough to make that happen. But we'll see how the rest of this fight goes. Oh, well done. Get down there, please. Let's go and have a watch of this. I'm not going to take control down here. I'm just going to watch this fight go. See how well it does. You're actually pretty badly wounded, to be fair. You are very badly wounded. The AI is fantastic at managing its flux, though, especially with shield flicker. Though I am disapproving of how close all of these things are to get together, because that's basically what just killed me. Oh, well, that was going to happen, sadly. En route. Just managed to turn the shield just in time. Okay, it's dropping the shield because it's getting overwhelmed. Shield's back up. Incoming. Yeah. Aavak, maybe you could swap the carrier's Sabo launcher with a Pelum for the Griffin. Remove the second Pelum from the Griffin and replace them with some more Sabos or some harpoons or something, and any leftover points into more flux. I mean, that sounds like a good plan, actually. Sure, we'll give it a shot. So, the carrier has currently got a Sabo pod launcher. Sure, I'll check that up. Actually, I should have replaced it with the other one, so let's undo that. Remove that. Pop it down here. To drop the points. Yep. Give you a Pelum. And just give you a little bit more. Capacitors there. I would love an extra Sabo launcher, but I don't know where I'm going to get one from. Does anything else have a Sabo launcher? I've got harpoons on this, but they're much weaker. They're not quite the right thing for us. Harpoons here as well. Don't think anything else can have missiles right now. Oh, actually, well, they're small, so not really what we want. That carrier model, I've never had much success with, but I usually fit it with long range and point defense and just have it stay off the front line. Yeah. Harpoon pods are really good for AI finishing. They are guaranteed to shoot off harpoons at overload or nearly overload enemies within range. The thing is with this though is I don't really want it to have anything too close. I mean, I can pop this on and we'll see how it goes. Now it's still got a little bit of ordnance, so I can drop a little bit into this. There we go. Okay. I think we'll leave it like that. Yeah, the Condor is a converted freighter. It is not a good carrier. All things said and done. It's just the only thing I've got right now. There was one thing I wanted to have a look at, and that was auxiliary thrusters. It would take me 10, though I can't drop anything for that, sadly. Okay. What I need to do is find an actual carrier available. Wow. There's some large ships. Valkyrie transport there for 33k. No D-mods. A salvage rig is not necessarily a bad idea. 32k for it, though. But it comes with the salvage gantry. I think I will actually pick up a salvage rig. Yeah. Dismiss that for now. Are there any actual carriers available? Really not. Very sad. Very sad. Oh, well. Right, so this gives us 3 things that we need to hook up. Salvage gantry, civilian grade hull, gonna militarize it, going to give efficiency overload. There we go. Overhaul, not overload. We're not overloading it. But that now gives us a lower maintenance, lower maintenance supplies per month, better burn, fuel usage is better, flux dissipation doesn't really matter to me, skeleton crew required is a decently large amount, but it has actually got a maximum crew now of 2, whereas normally it wouldn't have. But the salvage gantry increases the resources gained from salvage obtained of abandoned stations, derelicts, floating husks, and other such by 10, 25, 30, and 40% depending on the hull size. Only affects the recovery of common resources such as fuel and supplies, and not rare items. In addition, 20% of the bonus applies to post-battle salvage as well. So the fleet-wide post-battle salvage is now 7%. And the total resource recovery bonus for your fleet is now 34%, which is actually very, very nice indeed. Alright, we need some names. So it is that time again for us to get out Nightbot. Come here, Nightbot. Okay, the keyword for this one is... in chat right now. Boom. Give you a little bit of time to get that going, and then we will rename the 3 ships. Now, a quick reminder. The way we do this is once Nightbot has selected someone randomly in chat, then we will need to see some dapper ducats in naming game. Doesn't need to come from you. It just needs to be paid. So don't be shy of entering the giveaway, even if you don't have the dapper ducats necessary, because there are many very generous dapperlings in chat right now. Okay. But where are we going to go next is the question. What are we doing next? I need more of these. To get more of these. It really is probably going to be the Quarus Pirates. Oh, sort of the Umber Pirates. We can always jet over there and just see if we can get what we need. Clear our ships. 5 supplies. Done, done, and done. Right. Let's get up there. Let's just cut across this first. Something on the map. Let's go up and see what this is. Delivering ore and transplatonic ore. That's fine. Let's try tack. Bunch of stuff going on. I would actually like to get out there and start analyzing some derelict probes and stuff, because you can get some really nice loot from that. And it's at this point we can easily carry enough supplies and have enough fuel to make that work for us. Dropping my transponder. income there. We're also going to want to try and start just scouting around looking for a place that we want to set up as home. Ideally somewhere with lots of planets. Doesn't necessarily need any kind of crazy stuff going on with it, but would always be nice to get some crazy stuff. Pirates, hostile. Indeed. Little pirate ships. Let's not mess with you. We don't need to. Got something just kind of hanging there. Probably the site of a previous battle. Though it is actually capable of spotting me, so... hooray! Your fleet approaches Umbra. Far from Asconia's primary, Umbra is a frozen world of methane and ammonia, where water ice is like rock and may be found in mountainous outcroppings and boulders. A thin atmosphere of volatiles is formed on the starward side of the planet, only to freeze again on the dark side. Most craters are filled in over time as this snow is deposited. There is some mining of heavier materials from poor rocky mantle buried many kilometers beneath the glacial crust. Habitats are burrowed deeply. Life on Umbra is harsh, and few would willingly choose to live here permanently. A trickle of idealistic, out-of-system volunteers still brings much-needed supplies and hope. Your fleet goes into orbit around Umbra. The local port authority seems to take no issue with your explanation for why your transponder, regrettably, can't be turned on. Alright, time to get those names. Who is going to be the first one? Song Swift Eye! I am not actually at all surprised. Okay then, we're going to need to see some name in games redemptions. Gotta see those dapper ducts. But let's go and get you set up. So, Song Swift Eye is going to be our Valkyrie. Maybe something swift? I mean, you see, none of the new ships we've got are swift, but a Valkyrie mythologically is quite swift. So I hope this is suitable for you. Next one up. Oh no, we've already got all of the naming game payments made. Wow, Gibber and Staj. I always get your name wrong. Thank you very much. That's super kind of you to already have prepaid them. Tonk, 1 yenas. Let's get you in there. You are the Griffin-class missile cruiser. And finally, our salvage rig shall be Fortino Decay. Welcome to a life of toil. You will be doing this job for a long time. It's a very important job, though, so I hope you're okay with it. There you go. Preemptive dapperosity, I know, right? GG indeed. Okay. Right, well, everything there is done. Now, it is time for us, at long bloody last, to have a look in here. You need money. You need these very much. Yeah, you don't actually care about those ones. But 100 units can be bought. I will purchase 100 units. At the ultra low price of so much money. Okay. At this point, we effectively have 241 Marines. Valkyrie will facilitate the swift liberation of valuable goods from our enemies. Indeed. Have they got enough more? Well, they don't have enough now to make it worth my while getting any more. Honestly, getting the insulated engine assembly would not be a bad move. But it's fine. Is there anything else in here with... Yes! There is something else here. Something very, very good. Okay, so the Squall MLRS is available on the black market. We've got a hammer barrage. I don't really think that's going to be great. Well, we definitely want this. It's got a range of 2,500. Does 100 times 20 EM damage. Unguided after a brief initial aiming stage. It has limited ammo, but the Griffin has expanded missile racks, plus it can reload. Medium range anti-shield missile intended to be used in the opening round of combat encounter to disable the shields of the unwary opponent, opening up an opportunity for high damage anti-armor projectiles to be deployed in the immediate aftermath of the Squall salvo. A hammer barrage. This dumbfire rocket was ubiquitous in the sector pre-collapse, but no, we don't care for it. I mean, to be fair, it damaged 1,500 times 4. Don't need both of them. Just need one. Accept. Right, let's have a look at the refit on the Squall then. The Cyclone Reaper launcher, great though it may be, is going in exchange for the Squall. Nice big guided missile. Honestly, another harpoon would be great here. This is unguided, so it's not what we want. Would I possibly get another harpoon? Like, I don't know. The Sabo SRM pod seems really useful, but now that I've got the Squall MLRS, I don't think it is as useful. So I'm going to switch these back. Put the Sabo here.